following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline. We've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. These guys just about set to go in this one. Along the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Broncos. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And here we go for Mile High. Things going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So they'll have the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
And I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right? Week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Straight to the air they go. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jency. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He has room past the 25. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Jency runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that peak hero just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with the new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, or how you start, can have a massive impact on how things play out.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Gets this one to Pierce. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Now Nix on 3rd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. They just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. Or quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few boo birds.
It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
That is so heads up, Brock. He saw someone jump, took the free play deep, and as a result, gets him a much bigger play than that penalty would have. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
18 Rattler, 18 Rat, Cougar Knight, 7 Pirates, 19 tight, 19 tight, Dragon 60.
Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz when he felt them pick it up anyway. We weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Rolling left, buying some time. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Okay,
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
60 up. Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Steady.
Sticking to the air here. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 3rd down, Genty. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. He gets 6 on that play, and that will set up 1st and goal.
Okay, ready?
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Jency can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Again, here's Jency. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Broncos nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt. So they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Nix with it on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, give to Harvey. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. A low-hit Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Shotgun snap to Nix. That's incomplete left side.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He'll get this to Tucker. And he's tackled for no gain.
The defenders, they were ready for that play, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
18, ready. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18, Dragon 60.
Third and long for him here. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Steady.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. That's a man on target to Thornton. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Ready, ready.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Gabe, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Second and 10, here's a pass. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Third down from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this fourth down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. It's complete. This is Bowers. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Patterson now to return it. So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Pressure coming for Nix. And they set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. He goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Hot quick right side. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He finds his back, Harvey. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Next to throw again. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Motioning left is their running back. They'll throw again. Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Once more, it's Nix. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders break the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
They'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and that's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense here another chance to take a shot on it.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. first down from the 41.
18, Rattler, 82. Cowboy 80. Ready.
He'll throw it. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Tucker. Complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. On first down, it's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's first down bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Giving this to Harvey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This one's going to move them all the way down to the 25-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards away.
A 47-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Back now, pressure coming. This one finds through it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another give here to Genty. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he will haul it in for the trying to knock the extra point through. The point after is up and through. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Okay, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Has him on the quick hitter. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's been one of the players of this game. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. The Raiders to the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Running this one left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Second down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Nick's with it on first. Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's on target to Pierce. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On a handoff, here's Harvey. And he's going to be encouraged out of bounds there with a pickup of 4, and 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Harvey once more. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
A number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
4th and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Genty running right. Steer this one back inside Brock, and he finds him 6 yards. He headed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos.
Back to Genty. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Nick Bonito on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throw is caught. That play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders looking like they'll start this season with a win. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Go check. Go check.
Coming left is Genty. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Nick's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got Pierce. And they're going to stop him, but he's got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
A gain of 27 more yards.
screen. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos putting up points at a game decided. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut into the lead by another point. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down, Brock, at